So I suggest you make the motion to compel, and we'll respond. Just so we're clear, maybe we should ask Mr. Mintz, does he have files?
I will.
Maybe we just make sure what it is we're talking about.
Okay.
And then
Mr. Mintz, is this one folder that we were talking about physically? How would you describe it?
Let me describe it, because I think that...
In other words, physically describe it for me, is what I want you to do. Physically describe it.
Physically describe the folder, or physically describe the contents of the folder?
Well, first, physically describe the folder, if you would, sir.
The folder in which a particular letter is in? Describe the folder?
Describe the folder or folders, if there's more than one, in which claims are made that Mr. Dillon misappropriated someone else's song. Is it one folder? Is it 12 folders? What is it?
One folder,
okay,
with rings on the end that would move along a track, as they would be placed in a file cabinet.
Okay.
Black in color, legal size and size, cardboard and consistency. But it's the content of this that is, I think I was misunderstood, or I misexpressed myself in answer to the question that touched up the discussion that the two of you had. When you asked me why I never compared the material submitted by a delusional fan with the published work of Bob Dylan, and I told you I didn't, the reason I didn't is because that is not, no such thing exists. That's not what I was talking about. No one ever sent me a song that I would compare to a Dylan song. The issue
I understand that.
Was somebody said, Bob Dylan owes me a lot of money because I wrote that song.
No, I understood. I understood that.
I wrote "Blowin In The Wind" or something like that.
Could we, Mr. Snyder?
And I have one...
That's not appropriate, Mr. Snyder. I will ask you, please, not to do that.
I have...
Has anyone accused... Well, never mind. Go ahead.
I have... one letter from an individual who demands collection of monies due on a song he claims he wrote. So there was nothing to hold up or compare. That's the extent of the letter, and it indicates that he wants a prescribed sum of money.
Okay. And does he describe the song?
He names the song.
He names it. Okay.
Correct.
And did you, at that point, and let me back up, just ballpark, how many are we talking about? 3, 33, 10?
How many what now are we talking about?
Accusations. How many people have made that accusation?
One person, one song, many letters from the same individual in Sweden.
Okay, so it's just one person.
Correct.
Okay.
About one song.
Okay. And this, would it be fair to state that this person has pursued it with some degree of tenacity?
I would say he's written in excess of 100 letters over 10 years, asking when his check will arrive.
Okay. And it concerns one song?
One song, one person.
One person,
one folder.
Song. Okay. And have you ever discussed that with Mr. Dillon, that accusation?
No.
And have you ever asked that person for the lyrics to match it up to see if there's anything to his accusation?
Well, he said he wrote the song. He didn't say that there was any copyright infringement. He said he composed this song.
Okay, and have you ever, is there any letter in the file from you or any recollection on your part that you asked him for any evidence?
I never once...
Or corroboration?
Never once responded to the letter.
Okay. Does he threaten Mr. Dillon's life?
Objection.
Well, you've made a statement, Mr. Snyder. I don't know who this person is, but you've made the statement that I'm not allowed this. Now we know it's just one person. I did not know that, and I don't think you knew it. And now we
One
know it's
person
one
for
person.
whom he has a folder. Correct. I think that was his testimony, correct?
You were discussing that you were asking me to describe this folder
Okay.
about this song.
Okay. Are there any other letters or pieces of paper from other people who make that sort of accusation, even if it's not in a folder? I'm trying to get at how many people are we talking about, that's all.
If you could just tell me what the specific accusation is that you're
Okay.
looking for, then I'll be in a better
Sure.
position to answer the question.
Fair enough. That Mr. Dillon misappropriated, took, infringed, stole, whatever word you want to use, someone's song, or portions of someone's song. A la accusations made by Mr. Damiano.
Oh,
You mean people who've, when you say Allah, do you mean people who file complaints?
No, that they've made an accusation that they wrote something and Mr. Dillon stole it.
I've never come across anything resembling Mr. Damiano's claims.
All right,
Nothing a la, nothing
Okay,
close.
well, have you ever made other than the Swedish person, are there any letters from other people making that sort of accusation that Mr. Dillon misappropriated or stole their song in whole or in part?
To the best of my knowledge, no, I don't have a letter like that in my files. And presumably because they have nothing to do with the music, such a letter, if such letters exist, would probably go to Jeff Rosen. It would be a publishing copyright issue.
Okay.
The only ones I get are from delusional or disturbed people.
Okay. And could you identify the psychiatrist to whom you showed these documents?
I didn't indicate that I showed the documents to a psychiatrist.
Or could you identify the psychologist to whom you showed these documents?
I didn't indicate that I shared the documents with the psychologist.
So the delusion opinion is yours.
Yes.
Anyone else's?
I've not shared this material with anyone.
So would it be fair to state the only person who's come up with the opinion that this gentleman from Sweden is delusional is you?
I thought we were talking about Mr. Damiano.
Well, now I'm talking, okay, I'm sorry.
I thought
my
that's
fault.
those other questions.
That's my fault. My fault. With regard to this person from Sweden, have you shared those documents with a psychiatrist or a psychologist?
No.
So would it be fair to state that just like the only person who you know, at least, other than counsel, who's made his opinion on the record abundantly clear, that believes Mr. Damiano is delusional, is you? In other words, do you know of anybody else who believes Mr. Damiano is delusional?
I've not discussed Mr. Damiano with anybody besides
So would the answer be no?
No.
Okay. And would your answer be the same with regard to the gentleman from Sweden? Have you showed, I'll ask you the same series of questions, have you shown those documents to any psychiatrist or psychologist?
No.
Okay. And is there anyone else that you know of that shares your opinion that that person is delusional?
I haven't shown it to anybody else.
So the answer be no.
Correct.
So that we're clear, the only person in the world that we know of for sure that believes that the person who made the accusations against Mr. Dillon from Sweden, that he's delusional, is you. Correct?
Only one we know of for sure. We don't know if there are other people, friends of his, who think
The
he's
only
delusional.
one, right, we don't.
But
We
no.
know. The only one we know for sure that believes he's delusional is you.
Yes.
And same with Mr. Damiano?
Yes.
Okay, and it's been established you have absolutely no training whatsoever in psychology or anything like that, correct?
Well, under the subject anything like that, I would think that 16 years of analyzing these kinds of letters from these kinds of people would qualify me to render some evaluation under that category.
Do you have any formal training, sir?
In psychiatry? No.
Psychology?
No.
Mental health?
No, sir.
Have you taken any seminars in psychology, psychiatry,
sir.
or mental health? Have you written any books about it?
No, I have not.
Okay, have you written any books about delusional people?
I've never written a book.
Have you written any articles about delusional people?
No.
And without naming this person, in Sweden does have, I guess, a few million people in it, I would think. Does this unnamed person in these letters make any physical threats to Mr. Dillon?
No. Well, when you say physical threat,
That if
does
he
he
doesn't-
make a physical threat?
Yeah. Does he say anything like, if Mr. Dillon doesn't pay me, I'm going to see to it that Mr. Dillon gets physically hurt in some way?
No.
Does he threaten any of Mr. Dillon's children?
No.
Does he threaten any of Mr. Dillon's family?
No.
Did he physically threaten you?
No.
Did he physically threaten anybody in those letters?
No. The letters are identical. And it says, I wrote this song, I want my money. That's the letter. I mean, that is the document. That's what we're talking about.
Okay, and it's 100 of those
He's written in excess of 100.
that are, if we match them up 100 times, they're verbatim.
I don't even know if we have all 100, but it would be, I'm paraphrasing, it would be awfully close.
Okay.
I wrote the song, he identifies the song.
Does he describe? I'm sorry. Does he describe how Mr. Dillon got hold of the song?
No. These are 2 to 3 sentence letters.
Okay. All righty. Given the fact that there's no threat made by this person, I'd ask you to reconsider your position.
Why don't you ask the witness why he thinks that they're threatening in nature?
He just admitted there was no physical
he
threat.
didn't. Yeah, physical, yes, you could not threaten someone physically, but with the grimace of a face, the twitch of a muscle, or some other way, in a variety of ways, create a threatening situation. Why don't you ask the witness?
Have you ever met this person?
I have not met the person, no.
Have you ever spoken to him?
Not to my knowledge, no.
Have you ever seen the person?
Not to my knowledge, no.
I've got all I need. You may want to ask him something, and he'll have
Oh, yeah,
opportunity.
yes, so why don't we take a 5-minute break, and then we'll
Well, he's over. He was on this board.
No, I think he's over.
No, not yet. Not yet.
Oh,
Actually, we're not take a break. That's fine, but I want to.
I thought you have more questions.
Just a few
Oh, so
more.
let's go.
Okay. Now, I'd like to ask you in point of time, Mr. Mintz, if you
Yes.
would, sir, whether the statement that you made on page 148 occurred before or after you destroyed the faxes that you referred to earlier.
You're referring now to a document that begins with date stamp number 143?
148?
Well, does the document begin at
I don't
143?
know. I pulled them out.
Okay, it does, and it's dated April 1991. It comes from a document dated April 1991.
So, assuming that date to be correct, sir, would it be fair to state that your comment at page 148 towards the bottom of that paragraph? Now, if you feel that in some way you've been wronged here and you've spoken to attorneys about this, comma, I'm not a lawyer and I'm not in a position to make any kind of legal judgment, but if you have some kind of legal problem with CBS, get the attorneys to contact these people at CBS. Would it be fair to state that you made that statement, if we're just trying to pinpoint what came first, the chicken or the egg? That statement came before, apparently years before, 4 years before you destroyed the documents, correct?
Oh, the faxes that disappeared, yes.
Okay.
Years before.
Okay.
Years before.
Okay. And when you said that to him, were you being sincere? Yes or no? That's a yes or no question. Were you being sincere?
I was not being sincere with him.
Do you, again, in point of time, page 149, and maybe we can speed this up if counsel wants to stipulate or instruct his client to agree to speed this up, that the statement made by Mr. Damiano on 149 came 4 years before the destruction of those faxed materials by Mr. Mintz.
Of those faxed materials?
That he identified, yeah.
Okay. If this conversation, since we never got the original tape recording, in fact occurred in April 91, obviously it occurred before 1995.
Okay, and you would agree with me?
You're asking this witness if 1991 occurred before 1995.
And that, therefore, the statement made by... Do you remember Mr. Damiano making this statement on page 149, sir? If you'd like to read it, please feel free.
Oh, this entire
Yes, sir.
statement?
Just why don't you take a moment to
Sure.
read it, if you would. Richard, toss this in. Sorry?
Should let me stand there.
Oh, yeah. By the way, for all these steps, I'd like 2 copies of the tape.
And your question to me is?
Do you recall him saying that?
I vaguely recall.
Okay.
Yes.
Fair enough.
I mean, it sounds accurate.
Okay. Would you tell me, sir, first, and this is a yes or no, if there's any comments in that paragraph by Mr. Damiano that you contend are delusional? And then the next question will be, to speed this up, is if you could again quote for me the words.
Okay.
Why don't we, just as when Mr. Kramer was looking through his notes, maybe we should, for this witness, not have him on camera the whole time while he's looking through.
It'll only
his
take me
notes.
another moment.
Oh, okay. What's that? Okay, he needs to take a bathroom break.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we can go off.
The time is 6:21 p.m. and we're going off the record.
Okay, sir.
The time is 6:23 p.m. and we're back on the record.
Okay, from page 149, would you quote the words that you would like to tell the jury, in your view, revealed Mr. Damiano as being delusional?
Must I confine that to delusional, or may I suggest delusions of grandeur, or any kind of extension of the word delusional?
Well, let's take it one at a time. Let's first talk about delusional. Or let's do it this way. Okay. Anything that in your mind you would like to tell the jury reveals to you that Mr. Damiano is suffering from some sort of delusion.
Okay, that's fair. That's
Go ahead.
fair. The following would support that hypothesis in my mind. I'm quoting, I mean, these people befriended me for 11 years. Close quote. That's not the end of his sentence, but that phrase jumps at me. Quote, now I've met with some pretty big attorneys, the best. Close quote. Quote, now these people know that Dylan took my songs, okay? They looked me in the eye and they said, without any doubt, Bob Dylan took these songs, close quote. Quote, I gave Dylan my material, close quote. And finally, quote, all he had to do was say thank you on the album, close quote. I think those are the quotes of somebody who I would classify as being in some way hampered, confused, disturbed, is suffering from delusions of grandeur, deluding himself, confused in some way. It doesn't bring me joy to say it. I'm not saying it in an accusatory manner or in a degrading manner. I'm not trying to hurt Mr. Damiano's feelings. Just based on reading hundreds and hundreds of these kinds of letters, those are the feelings that I get from the words that I see before me.
In your profession,
Yes.
career, over 20 years, I would venture to say? At least?
16. Yes.
Okay, 16 years. Have you ever had any conversations with someone who has said, I've contacted the best attorneys for such and such a matter, or words to that effect? Or have contacted top-notch attorneys, they're the best, anything like that? Have you ever heard that?
Are we talking about in the context of my work or,
Yeah.
or my friends or?
Either one.
In the context of my work, profiles, yes, I do hear phrases like that frequently.
Okay. And are all those people delusional?
I've met some of their attorneys. They certainly would not fall under the general category as the best of the legal community.
Could you now answer my question?
Not all people who say that they have contacted the best attorneys are delusional.
So your answer would be, no, they're not delusional, correct?
To that particular sentence, yes.
Correct. Okay. And when Mr. Damiano said that people befriended me for 11 years, did you talk to anyone at CBS to see if that was the case? And if so, whom?
I believe I had one telephone conversation with that individual that Damiano asked me to contact.
Mr. Tiller?
Mr. Teller, yes.
And did he refer to Mr. Damiano as a friend of his? Yes or no?
I have very little recollection of my conversation with Mr. Tiller. I can't recall.
I'm sorry. Were you aware that Mr. Tiller, on at least one occasion, you understand Mr. Tiller to have been, I think up to this day, even, to be an executive of CBS?
No, I do not.
Can I suggest
Mr. Tiller to be an employee of CBS?
I was told he was an employee of CBS.
Okay.
I never knew what he did.
I'm just going to object because I believe you're mischaracterizing.
What is this objection?
I believe you're mischaracterizing his testimony.
What happened to our stipulation? Is it only when it's convenient for you to stipulate?
You've done the same, Mr. Kramer. We are proceeding along a rule of reasonableness, and this witness has never testified.
Are you object? I don't want you to feed him anything. Just
I'm not
object.
feeding him anything.
It's noted. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Sir,
Yes.
at the time, as of the moment that you formed the opinion that Mr. Damiano's statement that you have identified for the jury as evidence of delusion, that he had friends at CBS for 11 years, were you aware?
It's not what it says there. They're mischaracterizing it.
I'll rephrase the question.
Yes, that's right.
Calm down.
That's
As of the time that he said, these people befriended me for 11 years, did you understand these people that he was referring to, or he was referring to people at CBS? I mean, he wasn't talking about the people
I'm looking
at a car dealership or
at
play
what
baseball
he
with
says.
him.
Referring to the transcript in his own words, he does not say these people at CBS.
Well, who did you think he meant before you jumped to the opinion that he was delusional? Who did you think he meant by these people?
Well, it is my feeling that he was associating with people, he claims, over a period of 11 years. What kinds of people? I don't know. What kind? Other fans, perhaps? They tend to gravitate to each other. We notice that profiles live with one another.
Mr. Mintz?
Yes.
Did you have any idea who he meant by these people befriended me for 11 years? Yes or no?
Did I have a specific idea as to who these people were that he was talking about? No.
And yet you're telling the jury that even without a semblance of idea of who he meant, you cite that statement, these people befriended me for 11 years, as evidence of Mr. Damiano's suffering from a delusion. Yes or no? It's just a yes or no question, sir.
No. It's not what I said.
That's all I'm asking myself. Yes or no?
Did I have a specific idea as to who these people were that he was talking about? No.
And yet you're telling the jury that even without a semblance of idea of who he meant, you cite that statement, these people befriended me for 11 years, as evidence of Mr. Damiano's suffering from a delusion. Yes or no? It's just a yes or no question, sir.
No. It's not what I said.
That's all I'm asking myself. Yes or no?
Did I have a specific idea as to who these people were that he was talking about? No.
And yet you're telling the jury that even without a semblance of idea of who he meant, you cite that statement, these people befriended me for 11 years, as evidence of Mr. Damiano's suffering from a delusion, yes or no? It's just a yes or no question, sir.
No. It's not what I said.
That's not asking myself.
Okay, going, sir, to page 152. Oh, and by the way, going back to 149, I apologize. You also cited the phrase, now these people know that Dylan took my songs okay. Would it be fair to state you did not ask these people, these attorneys, whether they had that view?
Did I ask these attorneys? No, I did not ask these attorneys.
Did you at any time ask Mr. Dylan whether he had any recollection of receiving any songs from Mr. Damiano?
I never discussed James Damiano with Bob Dylan.
At all. So you don't know. So let me rephrase that. So you don't know, do you, whether Mr. Dylan ever received songs from Mr. Damiano or not, do you? You don't know that, do you?
If he's defending himself in this action, I conclude by what we're doing that he's denying the fact that he's ever received anything from Mr. Damiano.
Other than his denial in this case, you have no personal knowledge, do you, that he ever received or didn't receive any songs from Mr. Damiano, correct?
I can only tell you he never received anything from me. That I can testify and swear to.
Okay. And to the extent that you said, and just to speed this up a little bit, can we add to our list of lies that you made to Mr. Damiano the following? That when you said in these transcripts on one or more than one occasion that you asked Mr. Dylan whether he ever received these songs, had any recollection of these songs, and Mr. Dylan said, I don't have any recollection of it at all. Can we add that to the list of lies?
That's already in my testimony when I said earlier, any communication that I said went back or forth to Mr. Damiano was not true.
Okay, so that would be what I just said. When you said in the transcript that you discussed it with Mr. Dillon, that would be a lie, correct?
Correct.
And when you said to Mr. Damiano that Mr. Dillon had no recollection of receiving the songs, that was a lie.
Correct.
And when you said that Mr. Dillon told you that he did not take any songs, that was a lie.
Correct.
And when you said, just to speed this up, at 152, sir? Thank you. The top of the page. When you said to Mr. Damiano, I can't help out more than I've helped out. We've had almost a half a dozen conversations. I've asked Bob, that's Bob Dylan.
Yes.
I've asked Bob the questions that you wanted to have asked to Bob. That was a lie, correct?
Yes.
You continue. I've relayed the messages that you wanted me to relay then to Bob. Got that? That was a lie.
Yes.
And going to 153, you agree with me that this statement at the bottom, your last statement, quote, in point of time, quote, then you've got a real gripe with them, period. With these people, period. That's who you have the gripe with, period. You made that statement before you destroyed the faxes, correct?
These conversations were recorded in 1991.
Yes. I just want the jury to be clear about the point of time that all these statements were made
All of them
prior
Yes, that is true.
to the destruction of the documents, correct?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Let's take a 5-minute break.
Okay.
Just gather our thoughts.
The time is 6:36 p.m. and we're going off the record.